Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm Sebastian Andrew, and this is Story Time. Today's story is about using sound for healing. Now, you can do this very simply. You can do it with your phone. Get a tone generator in the App Store, whatever App Store you might use. And you can find the frequencies doing a simple search. Just put up a sound healing and frequencies and see what comes up. And there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit you can find online. There are also books you can find in Amazon. They're Kindle books or they're paperback books. There is a big book by a young lady by the name of Nina Seiler. Nenah is the way she spells her name. And that is a book of, it's just huge. There's a lot of frequencies that she researched. And if I can ever afford to buy that book, I'm going to get it. Like I said, it's a very good book. It's very distinctive. She covers it mostly for Rife. If you do a lookup for Rife healing, Rife frequencies, Rife machines, you can go that route and find a machine or build a machine. I have plans to build a Rife machine myself, and I have the parts. Just haven't found them all yet. Even though the move was in September, I still haven't found everything that I need to do the things I want to do around here. But anyway, so if you look up a program, an app, and you set up the app, and if it asks you for a waveform, because sound comes in different forms, the sine wave, the hills, that's the simplest. That's the form that most sound travels in. There's also square waves. And there's other forms too. But experiment. See what works best for you. Now, personally, I use sine waves. But I found a number of frequencies which might be useful for you. And it's something that I'm certainly going to experiment with, especially in the simplest form with a phone, until I can find all the parts that I have. I have these speakers. Excuse me. And these can be synced to your phone through Bluetooth, and they can be synced together so you can get stereo. So what you would do, or what I would do, is I would wear the speakers on my hands like this, and then put whatever you want between them. You can use them over a person, you can use them on yourself, it doesn't matter. There's all sorts of ways you can do that. And then the sound would come through the speakers, and the energy, the frequency would penetrate into the body and start the healing. So one frequency to start with is 285 hertz. And this is good for starting healing of cuts, burns, and other open injuries. Now, I'm not saying do this and don't go to the doctor. That's not what I'm saying. But you can use this in addition to. The same with that, anything, any kind of alternative medicine. Do it in conjunction with a doctor. 432 hertz is good for mental and emotional lucidity. Some people would say I need that. We're not going to go there. Um, 528 hertz is called the miracle note. I'm not sure why, but it's something that I'm going to experiment with. We'll see what comes out of the miracle that's sitting on top of my head. Then there's 963 hertz. Now that's a unique hertz because that represents, at least to me, Tesla's numbers. Tesla always said that if you used 3, 6, and 9, you could unlock the keys to the universe. And it's really interesting because 963 hertz actuates the pineal gland. How about that? So there's something for you to experiment with, something to look into. And just, like I said, research these things. Look it up online, see what other kinds of frequencies you can find. And even frequencies we can't hear. I mean, the human ear hears between 200 hertz and I think it's 20,000 hertz. But there's all the stuff on the outside, okay? There's the ultra low frequencies and the ultra high frequencies, very high frequencies. Okay, so there's, not to use Sagan too much, but there are billions of permutations that you can explore. And if you have a program that you can record different tones to, then mix them. Start with one tone and then move up to another tone and then down to another tone. And put the different tones together and see what you can come up with. See what ways you can find to help heal yourself, to heal other people, to heal the earth. I mean, aim the speakers at the planet. She needs all the help she can get. So there you go. Something to think about, something to imagine, and something to work with. And spring will be here soon. You can go out and point your phone at the ground and make people wonder what the hell you're doing because aren't you supposed to look at the screen rather than show it to the ground? But then there's those of us who just like being weird. And I'm not going to say anything. And we would enjoy pointing our phones at the ground. But I'm Sebastian Andrew, and this is Story Time.